is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, it's Tuesday, November 10th. Take that day off, my friend.
You ate some M&Ms there, huh?
Well,
A whole handful, whole gob of them.
ooh, what?
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
They good? 5 a.m. M&M's treating you right? Pretty cold out today. I still went shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, who you are,
I
bro?
did the inconspicuous, like, oh, you're talking to me? It's subtle, but when you watch it back, you'll see it. Not a night at the Roxbury, you mean. I've done that already. Just the like. That's
Could you do the intro where we talk about the show?
I could do that. Hey, while Brand's listening to M&Ms, and when I say listening to M&Ms, I mean eating M&Ms. Welcome to Take the Day Off, where we tell you to take that day off. And here's the deal. It doesn't matter what today is. You're going to need to take it off because tomorrow's Veterans Day, and we're taking tomorrow off. So you may as well go to work or stay home for another day without us telling you to. Regardless, we're here to tell you not to go to work. We're working so you don't have to. And if you want to hear this show and every other show that we do completely ad-free, you just go to Bramble Jam Plus. Find the tier that works for you. It's as little as $5 a month. You'll be better off for it. And that's what we do here on Take the Day Off. Bran is now ready to talk to you again.
You bet I am.
That was a lot of M&Ms, buddy.
So many. Well, I did the whole dump.
You did the whole dump.
The whole dump.
Full dump. Unbelievable.
It's National Vanilla Cupcake Day.
Vanilla Cupcake Day. Boy, we're really burning the place down, aren't we?
Very specific. But you know what? I give you permission to take the whole day off for any cupcake that you so choose.
So even though it's only Vanilla Cupcake Day, you're giving permission for people to take the day off for any cupcake, even though that's not the day.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that? Wow. Yeah, then do it. Absolutely. Go for it.
It's our podcast.
It's our podcast. We can do what we want.
Like, I don't really love vanilla cupcakes.
I mean, vanilla actual cake or vanilla icing?
Vanilla.
So maybe just find a way to put vanilla in there.
Okay.
And you're good to go.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah. Let's do that.
As you might have heard yesterday, I was making cupcakes this past weekend. Mm-hmm. Sprained my ankle. It's another story. But while I was making the cupcakes, this is the craziest thing.
Really?
I was making icing. I had the blender, not the blender, but the mixer on.
Yeah.
And I
Stand mixer.
I thought I heard something.
Did you hear something?
I did.
Okay.
It was mixing. It was Daniel's vanilla cupcake day. Daniel's vanilla cupcake day. Did you hear it?
I did the second time for sure.
Dan knows about Vanilla Cupcake Day is what the mixer said. Is the mixer truing?
Is the mixer truing? Yes, it is truing. And this goes back to a different national day, if you can believe it, National Squatters Day.
Squatters Day.
Yeah, yes. In the 1920s, people would squat, not just in houses that weren't being used, but just in general, in the middle of the street, they'd just stop and squat. But they would usually take abandoned residents during the Great Depression and the Roaring '20s, clearly. Mm-hmm. And during that time, they established kind of a little bit of a cult. It was almost a religion, the squatters in the 1920s and 30s. And they believed that the height of excess was a vanilla cupcake. That was, if you were eating a vanilla cupcake, you were like the creme de la creme, the person that they hated. Like you were the establishment if you were eating vanilla cupcakes. That was above caviar and steak and champagne was a vanilla cupcake. And so they tried to ban it. They tried to steal them all, throw them away, burn them. It's a long story. We don't have to get into the details of it. But the establishment pushed back and they said, hey, if you think this is such a bad thing, we're trying to get rid of squatters. We're going to start National Vanilla Cupcake Day. And so they did in 1936. It's been a national holiday ever since. Bran, back to you.
That's as good as a reason as I can find. I do have some history. The first mention of a dessert with the qualities of a cupcake, such as cake, frosting, small, etc.
Yeah.
Was in American Cookery in 1796.
Boy, American Cookery. It's an old school.
It is old school, my friend. The first time that the term cupcake was used wasn't until almost 30 years later in 1828. There were two different definitions of cupcakes, also known as cupcakes.
What did you just say? There were two definitions of cupcakes, also known as cupcakes.
So cupcakes is
Are
one
you having
word.
a seizure?
One word is cupcakes. Cupcakes is one word.
Yeah.
Also known, you can also call them, though, cupcakes.
It's the same thing.
It's not. One type of cupcake was so named because it was baked in a container that looked like a cup.
Yeah, that checks out.
These were pottery cups, molds, etc. And it predated the muffin tins, which is what we make cupcakes in now. This is by definition still used to this day.
Are you turning into Barack Obama? This is by definition what is still used today.
The other
Vote.
don't boo,
Don't boo.
vote.
Vote.
The other type of cupcake was so named because of its recipe, which was measured out by the cup instead of being weighed, which is how pound cake actually ended up getting its name.
My mom makes a great pound cake.
So those are the two to how kind of cupcakes came into existence, and they have been around since, at worst, the late 1700s. At best,
worst?
At worst.
You say what you will. Did you eat lunch late, like at 2, 3 in the morning? Because after lunch, you go downhill, and it's only 5 a.m.
At worst, meaning like they weren't called cupcakes, but it was the same basic principle.
That's the worst.
Late 1700s, at best, early 1800s.
You don't know how to say things.
At best and at worst. I agree with what I just said.
Okay.
So I want to make that perfectly clear.
You say so.
And so we're celebrating vanilla cupcakes. You might be like many people, and you might think that vanilla is synonymous with...
You should be fired from your own network.
Synonymous?
Is that what you... Synonymous.
Synonymous with...
Plain.
Boring. Yes.
Synonymous.
But National Vanilla Cupcake Day is dedicated to dispelling the myth that it is synonymous with boring. The very the very thoughts that vanilla is boring is exactly why we need this day more now than ever before.
If you say so.
So how do you celebrate this day? How do you take a day off?
I think it's pretty easy.
Just for vanilla cupcakes. Well, one, you find a book on cupcakes.
That's number one.
No, number one is you make cupcakes,
And
silly head.
eat cupcakes is one.
You make them and
cupcakes
eat
is one.
them. Make them and eat them.
You find a book on cupcakes is on that list somewhere.
But not number one, clearly. We're going to take a quick break. We asked you guys yesterday what makes a great cupcake. We're going to get to that after we take a break, which is synonymous with taking a chill. And we'll be right back. You're going to take the day off. All right, we're back, everybody. Don't you worry. It is National Vanilla Cupcake Day. We are encouraging you to take the day off. Dan, are you going to take the day off?
Well, I'm here at 5 a.m., so no, but I would love to.
Where are you going to go from here, though?
I don't know. Maybe to get some cupcakes.
Ooh, I think you might. You're not a big cupcake boy. You're not a cake boy.
Cupcakes are fine, but I'm just not a big frosting guy.
Well, you're going to be in for a rude awakening because we asked people yesterday what makes a great cupcake. Very first answer from Elizabeth says all frosting. Yeah. The second answer, Lori, icing.
Yeah, cream cheese frosting.
Stephanie, cream cheese
and
frosting.
I want to be clear, I'm not anti-frosting or icing. I just think there's really good and really bad frosting or icing. And even the really good frosting or icing needs to be proportional to the cupcake, in my opinion. So I'm not that on board with all the frosting, icing all the time guy. And I get it. That makes me a curmudgeon or whatever. But I'm sorry. It's just, I bet you're an all frosting all the time boy.
No, a little frosting can go a long way for me.
Wow. Okay.
But I have been known to just eat straight frosting. So Anna is with you 100%. She says balance. And it's so
Yes.
important not to overwhelm the moist cake with too much frosting. Too little, on the other hand, is a sin. So finding that right balance is absolutely
Alonzo
necessary.
says chocolate ganache, which is such an Alonzo thing to say. But
Good Lord, Alonzo.
he also happens to be right. If you've never had a cupcake with chocolate ganache on it, it is delicious. It's really, really, really
I
good.
can hear him right now talking about chocolate ganache.
Right?
Erin is going to celebrate today because she says pure vanilla extract, cream cheese frosting. Erin, take the day off.
I've had some not pure vanilla extract, like it was cut with some other stuff. Blah.
Really?
Yeah, sick for weeks.
Oh, boy.
You got to have 100% pure, unadulterated.
That's
vanilla
exactly
extract.
right. Shannon says full fat lemon curd.
Lemon curd. I don't like lemon flavored things.
Full fat lemon curd.
I don't.
And then she says frosting to cake ratio, which clearly we agree
Vanessa Dial says, nope, that's an answer from a different day. Sarah Brinkman says almond extract.
You got to do the hide, Dan. You don't just do the drag, you do the hide.
Okay,
You
well, next time I'll
right click hide and watch it go away.
You just be in charge.
There it
next
is.
time.
It's gone.
I know there are a lot of tips and tricks for baking cupcakes, but I'd ultimately choose even a mediocre
It was funny when
almond
you stopped
cupcake.
after tips. I know there's a lot of tips
Almond cupcakes
and tricks.
over most other flavors, and if it's a fantastic almond cupcake, dies is what she says. Dies because of how good it is. Almond cupcakes. I don't know if I've ever had one. Brand, have you had an almond extract cupcake?
I have not done that. No,
Man.
I'm willing to give it a
You know who
try though.
swears by the almond milk and the almond stuff as being better is the panda.
Yeah.
He swears by it.
1211 Lawrence Road, Suite C, Greenville, South Carolina 29607. We take
Send
it.
it this way.
Courtney says maple flavored frosting with candied bacon on
too
top.
much. Yeah,
I just have never gotten into it. I haven't gotten
Maple
into it
bacon
yet.
is tough.
I mean, I keep kind of trying it because it sounds like something I want to
People
try.
love the maple bacon. I just am not one of them.
Yeah, it's not for me. Alonzo over there with his chocolate ganache.
Scott Newman says more frosting, less cupcake, also sprinkles. How many times have you eaten a cupcake and not had sprinkles? You're a sprinkles guy on everything, right?
Actually, no.
Really?
I am a purist in this regard. Cupcakes, I prefer just straight frosting.
No sprinkles.
I don't want any crunch.
But with a donut,
Yes.
bring the sprinkles.
Bring the sprinkles all day long.
That is
with
one
ice
of
cream.
the dumbest.
With ice cream, bring the sprinkles. With cupcake, I want it pure.
What about a cake?
I'm okay with it.
This doesn't make a bit of sense. It's some ominous.
You know what I really like on cake is those. You guys gave me a hard time about this when I talked about it on a Big Three. I don't know, over a year ago. But I
What's
like
the Big
those
Three?
little the Patreon exclusive.
I wanted you to explain it. You didn't get the bit. Don't worry.
Well, it's all about the guys. It's not about the stories. I talked about the candy letters that go on cakes.
Yeah.
And how I really like them.
Yeah. That's weird.
So I like those on cakes as well. We did it, everybody.
Hey.
Congratulations. We are taking tomorrow off for Veterans Day. It seemed, I don't know how you say wrong, to do a show about anything other than veterans and paying respect to them. And it just, you come here for the comedies, you come here for the funds. I think it would be the best case
for us to
say thank you so much for serving. Thank your family. Thank you to anybody who you know who has served. Take tomorrow off. Spend time with those people.
That's right. And then we will see you on Thursday.
That's exactly right. Thursday we'll be back, and we want to know, what is your go-to happy hour drink?
Oh, boy.
Your go-to happy hour drink. We're going to get tipsy at 5 a.m.
Everybody in the club?
Everybody in the club getting tipsy. We're going to leave you with the Palaku, and until then, have a synonymous day, everybody.
Life's an undoing, like an oil spill gushing. Stops only one way. And on that note, have a great day, everyone.
He's always in such a good mood.
He is. He's happy.
He's happy.
Are you happy?
He salutes, too.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Let me ask you how happy you are.
No, I'm super. I'm daffodil happy.
Daffodil happy. I hope everybody can be that happy.
You wish.